Hello and welcome to NPR, and this is Car Talk. My name is Dylan.
And I'm Aaron, the co-host, the best co-host that the show's ever had.
I agree, Aaron. You are some great company to talk to.
Well,
Now,
I think
today on the
you're just as
agenda...
well.
Oh, thank you very much, Aaron. That's very flattering. Now, today on the agenda, we are talking about electronic cars and versus gasoline car vehicles. Now, the new Tesla was just released. The 2014 Tesla was released a couple months ago, and it is a beautiful car. Wouldn't you say so, Aaron?
Yeah, I think the shape of it's very nice, and I think the engine runs well, but there's a problem, as I think you're going to address soon here, Dylan.
People have been complaining about battery life on it a little bit, but all in all, it's a very nice vehicle. All you need is to, whenever you park it in your garage, you're all set, and you can just go ahead and plug it in through the night, and you should be all set for a good portion of the day. What don't you say?
Yeah, but there's been a problem with it spontaneously combusting.
Yes. So, I saw a video on YouTube the other day, and it got me to thinking. I've noticed that a lot of people lately have been arguing that switching over to electric cars would be a better alternative because people are saying that gasoline-powered vehicles are a lot more prone to spontaneous combustion. While one may think that gasoline is a lot more flammable than electronics, on the contrary, there was a video on YouTube of a Tesla spontaneously combusting in the middle of a parking lot, or in the middle of an intersection. So this begs the question, are electronic vehicles safe? Are they more safe than gasoline vehicles? And obviously, since looking up spontaneously combusting vehicles, I hardly ever find any spontaneously combusting gasoline vehicle videos. So this begs the question, are electronic vehicles the wave of the future? What do you think, Aaron?
Well, first off, I do think they're the way of the future, but secondly, I think the way and the reason that gasoline cars don't spontaneously combust as much as electronic cars is cars have been around since the beginning of cars, and with more than 100 years of experience on well the technology front, they've just progressed over time, and eventually, we will reach peak oil, and when that time comes, I'd be glad to have an electric car. But that being stated, there are many problems with the battery
Do you
for the electric car.
Now hold on there. Everyone knows the fuel reserves will never run out, and you need to obey your gasoline masters like George Bush.
I'm sorry.
That's
Excuse me, Bill.
That's our special guest today.
Excuse me,
Bill
Bill.
O'Reilly.
I'm sorry. I know you are a special guest. I understand. We'll get to you in a minute. Just let us finish this up, and we'll be right there.
Yeah, we can
Anyway,
talk to you about
Aaron,
this later.
do you think this is a big blow on the Tesla company at all?
At the moment, yes. I feel like since they don't really follow the traditional dealership rules as most other companies do, which I think they've been sued for in the past, or might be being sued for now. This could be a hit to potential buyers for the Tesla company and the Tesla cars.
Yes. So that being said, that is a lot of combustion going on out there. Do you believe that the Tesla will be able to, over time, progress and...
Well, yes, I think we're seeing the same thing that happened. I'm going to use an analogy here. It's like when windshields were invented, because back in the day, cars didn't have roofs or windshields to protect the driver from mud or dirt or really just any of the elements. So now I think Tesla's just going to have to find a creative way to stop that combustion thing, which I think might be some rubber to help the electrical currents down. Wouldn't you agree, Dylan?
Yes, I agree. Maybe getting some sort of rubber protection. You know how you were saying earlier when we were phones a while ago, when they were invented, they would be dropped and they would break really easily. But now there are things like cases and stuff out there that help prevent against such disasters. So
Yeah.
maybe putting some sort of rubber protection around the battery, somehow making the voltage a little more
Now that could be a
distributable.
new business opportunity for the company Otter.
Correct, yes. Now, car cases for the inside of your engine, and they're very easily installable. Who knows? We'll find sometime later. But the little red light is blinking, so now we must go over to one of our sponsors right now. I believe I should do the first one, and you'll do the second one, correct, Aaron?
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right. Have you ever woken up tired? I know I have. That's why whenever I go up, the first thing I do is head over to Starbucks before I come over to the studio. Grabbing a Starbucks has the greatest mocha lattes I have ever had. So head on over to Starbucks today. Aaron?
Yeah, and I have let me look at my papers here. Oh, Audible.com, the leading provider for audiobooks, and Audible is a great service. Using the promo code Aaron NPR, that's 2 A's, not one. And I recommend the book Cars and Radio by Adam Carolla, because I do both of those, and he's a big hero of mine.
All right, and welcome back to NPR. All right, now we should go over to our guest, Bill O.
Pissed off.
Why? Oh,
Because everyone knows that those damn hippies who talk about the fuel reserves running out are liars. There's plenty of fuel to last 300 more years.
what makes you say that, Bill?
You can tell it within the charts.
Yes,
Can you show us those charts?
I don't have them here.
Well, we'll put those in the link up on the website, people.
Yes. Just go to npr/cartalk.com and npr.com/cartalk, and we shall have a chart description for you in there. Correct, Bill?
Damn right.
Anyway, so you're saying hippies are saying that the fuel reserves are running out. Why do you feel this way? Why do you feel like we shouldn't move more towards electronics while fossil fuels are releasing lots of deadly...
Guys, the planet's actually cooling.
Okay. Would you like to go a little more in depth with that for me?
Everyone knows that in the charts it says the planets are cooling, not warming up like those liars like Bill Maher say.
Bill
Well, that
Maher.
could be because we're already reaching
there was
that ice age.
there was that one fellow, Bill Nye the Science Guy. He's very popular for his kids shows. He was saying a few months ago that a lot of the Earth is actually warming, and he had some charts with him to show.
It's a liar. Isn't he a dancer or something?
I don't think so. All right. Well, that was our special guest, Bill O'Reilly. Thank you for being here, Bill, in the studio.
He's a very funny guy.
As long as the tide comes in, the tide comes out, we should be fine.
Yep.
Oh, the
moon
red
isn't in
light on the
danger.
wall is blinking. That means that we want our the owners of the radio station would like to say some words for us. A little pledge drive, so we can keep NPR going out to your radios in your cars. Take it away, Andrew.
Yeah, we need money to run the station, so donate or the handicap mafia will come after you. Right, Timmy?
Well, yes, I believe I'll get a few of my associates to come over to your house and brutally run your legs over until they break and bust your kneecaps open with baseball bats. And
Indeed.
then maybe you'll wake up with a bloody wheelchair in bed.
All
So,
right.
donate.
Welcome back to NPR. Doesn't that just make you want to donate some money?
You know, I really do
would.
respect their life choice.
I would totally donate some money. Some of us have a salary to make. Anyway.
I don't get paid. I'm very poor.
Oh, anyway. Aaron,
interrupt you for years.
next list on the agenda is cars in neutral lately. I've noticed that a lot of cars staying in neutral. Do you think this will affect companies such as car washes or emission testing or anything that require you to have your vehicle off and in neutral at the exact same time?
No, because I think that you can just you can just press the gas pedal while it's stopped and the wheels will move. I think.
Well, makes sense. Same makes sense to me. Yeah, that looks like that's enough time we have for today. Please tune in next week while we have our special guest. What is
Joe
our special
Rogan.
guest? Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is our special
Joe
guest.
Rogan. He doesn't use the Rogaine. He told me last week.
Wow. He'll be talking to us about his crazy idea to save on gas to put Rogaine into your into your gasoline. So we'll be talking to him about that. Now that's all the time we have today. And remember, get your oil changed every 3,000 miles.
And buy American, or else you're a devil.
Can somebody get this fool out of here? Thank you.
Yeah,
Can we get the
he is
handicap
a
mafia on
bastard.
this?
Guys, come in.